warm welcome for Wynette Bryant from Evergreen Co-op.
Good morning, everyone. How do I surpass an introduction like that? It is both an honor and a privilege to have this opportunity to speak today at the annual gathering of the Games. I honestly want to thank the conference organizers for the invitation to attend and to share the Evergreen Cooperative story and just a little bit of my own. As you've already been told, my name is Wynette Bryant, and it still puzzles me today how I have a job that I've never applied for. You see, I was working full-time in a spa and part-time for a chiropractor as a medical massage therapist, which I really loved. It was my desire to do prison ministry full-time and to massage to survive financially. But quite honestly, it wasn't affording me the living style I was accustomed to. So I had a brief conversation with the Lord. I said, Lord, if you want me to go back to office work, just show me a sign. A friend called me a few minutes later and asked me to send her my resume. I thought that was a little strange, but reluctantly, I sent her my resume. 2 days later, it was a Sunday evening, which was even stranger. I received a phone call inviting me to come for an interview for Evergreen Cooperatives. I had no idea who or what Evergreen was, and I later realized that God had immediately answered my prayer. Evergreen Cooperatives is a family of worker-owned cooperatives. We have businesses that employ more than 220 workers, half of which are owners. Our hydroponic greenhouse, Green City Growers, grows lettuce and herbs, and Evergreen Cooperative Laundry has 2 commercial facilities. In my nearly 6-year tenure, I have served as executive assistant to the CEO, customer service manager at Green City Growers, human resource director, and I am now the manager of culture and wealth building. What does that title mean? Well, in order to engage or enhance the culture, cultivate the people, and the business, you must meet the people where they are. This is the mission of Evergreen: transforming lives and neighborhoods through community wealth building. Our vision is built on community wealth strategies that increase asset ownership among individuals and communities. In some cases, in some of the most disinvested areas of Cleveland, Evergreen strives to revitalize neighborhoods by investing in people. Many of our worker owners and employee population are hired through our nationally recognized reentry program. Hits me to my heart. The backgrounds differ, the level of education are diverse, and unfortunately, society often rejects individuals based on their past. The theme of this conference, it's money, it's people, it's both, hits home for me. In order to make money, we need people. People who think, feel, and act like owners. How can this be accomplished? Having worker-owned businesses was a great start. Our employees invest their time, their energy, and their lives to create thriving businesses, profitable businesses. Until we started playing the game, they didn't totally understand the true dynamic of being business owners. The great game of business and open book management provided a way to engage our cooperative culture. It gave us a way to embrace the most important resources we have, our people, cultivating them into productive members of society by not only employing them, but by truly investing in their futures. Our cooperative structure is building wealth now through profit sharing, and for tomorrow with patronage accounts designed to assist in retirement. For me personally, serving for nearly 15 years as a volunteer in the Ohio prison system, ministering, motivating, and mentoring just didn't seem like enough. I have often asked myself and others, once people are released, how can we help? Evergreen's mission does just that and more. If you would play the video, please.
Right now, we're located on 55th. We're in the middle of an urban area. We're not in the suburbs. We're not downtown. So we're right here where the people are.
The Evergreen Cooperatives are focused on economic development in very specific neighborhoods within Cleveland.
My name is Ernest Graham. I work here at Green City Growers for the Evergreen Cooperative, and I'm the harvest manager.
3.5 acres of growing area, the capacity to grow about 3 million heads of lettuce and about 300,000 pounds of herbs.
This enterprise, which is a $17 million operation, is the largest greenhouse in an urban setting in America. The investment that CDA made in Green City Growers allowed employees right here from the central neighborhood to have jobs, to create wealth, to transform their lives, and in turn transform a neighborhood.
That is really the crux of what we're doing here at Evergreen Cooperatives in terms of creating that individual wealth. So in the case of Green City Growers, 90% of the equity, 90% of the business is owned by the employees.
This investment in Green City Growers really makes it possible for a sustainable business. And when I say sustainable, I don't just mean green. This is a for-profit business here in the heart of the central neighborhood.
You sustain a better eco-footprint because we use rainwater, because we are hydroponic, and we use ladybugs instead of pesticides, and you sustain a better product because of this. The lettuce tastes better, so you sustain better customer relationships.
All of this produce that you see needs to find a home. It needs to have a truck pulling up to that loading dock behind me every single day to pick it up.
We want to give you the freshest product we can possibly give you. I'm here bright and early. I'm one of the last people to leave, and that's because I love my job. And that's because it's a cooperative.
Workers who come to Green City Growers work here and then over the course of a year have an ownership stake in the businesses and share in the profits that are made here.
We're not aware of any other organizations who are attempting to do exactly what we're doing. It is interesting, it's often referred to as the Cleveland model. There's something way beyond concept that you're able to come and see. We continue to pioneer, we learn every year, we learn every month.
We harvest lettuce here, and we kind of harvest better people. I got a guy now that never had a job a day in his life, lived in the streets, works with us now he's my shipping manager. We harvested him into that type of employee. We're not just growing lettuce here, we're growing jobs, and that's for the community and for the people that surround us.
You see, Evergreen provides opportunities for first-time, fresh start, and second chance job seekers. But there was still a missing part. Thinking, acting, and feeling like owners requires more than just employment and stock ownership. Most of our employees didn't understand how what each person does affects the company's growth, profits, or losses. The great game of business open book management is helping to bridge that gap. The bridges we are building is beyond what our management team initially anticipated. It has also helped us to recognize other needs of our staff. Our employees and worker owners loved the financial literacy training offered. We used an eye-opening tool comparing company financials to your paycheck. It was during our financial literacy training that a few of our employees asked our finance director if she taught math classes. Math classes? Our worker owners expressed that in order to really understand the numbers, there was a need for basic math skills. Our worker owners desired to forecast the numbers. Some were struggling to understand the way to calculate and formulate the numbers. It became clear that having basic skills would enhance their everyday lives. So we sought out resources, and math classes are beginning this month. That's right, a 12-week... That's right, a 12-week course, company paid, and if the employee successfully completes 10 of the 12 classes and is able to pass a basic assessment test, they will also receive a Visa gift card. You're right. We're paying for the class, and we're rewarding them for their learning. It's called engaging the culture. As the manager of culture and wealth building, I am tasked with the implementation, maintenance, and management of pathways to financial success, on-site banking, credit and financial counseling, life, accidental death, and long-term disability coverage, identity theft protection, legal services, predatory lending and payday loan alternatives, and our renowned home ownership program. And of course, ensuring the success of our open book management through the great game of business. Having a voice in decision making is not only important, it's a must. What really matters? What's the bottom line? In business, the bottom line is money. But in life, the bottom line is our people and how we treat them, how we make them feel, and how we invest in their lives. We are sharing the knowledge and the tools to make better financial decisions that enhance our communities and businesses. Open book management matters. We have found just by learning, employees are becoming more conscientious about time, waste, productivity, and more. Knowing the difference between cash and profits has been eye-opening. Everyone is embracing that cash is king. Our theme states, it's money, it's people, it's both. We all know to be successful in business, we must make money. But to be impactful in life, we must invest in our people. I will close by restating the theme in a manner that is most meaningful to me and to Evergreen. It's people, it's community, it's business, and the bottom line is you matter. Let me thank the great game of business and the gathering of the games for helping Evergreen Cooperatives and other businesses ensure that our people know that they truly matter. Thank you.